I don't know about you guys, but I'm tired. It's something I said at the Concept Art Awards, but the last few years have been long. Together, we've been through the pandemic, strikes, layoffs, and the threat of AI, and who knows what else. Over these last few years, me personally, my one-eyed dog lost his eyes, so now he's a no-eye dog. And I didn't really tell anybody this, but I almost went blind as well when doctors found a hole in each one of my eyeballs. This is no joke. Before I knew it, I was getting emergency surgery. But this to me could mean only one thing, that 2025 is going to be absolutely awesome. Or at least that's what I choose to believe. Because when we work really hard and we stay positive and life still throws a rock in our face that we totally don't deserve, then I believe that it could only mean one thing, that there's great things around the corner. That's also the nature of our industry, isn't it? It's full of extreme highs and lows. One day we can be working on a project that we're super proud of, the #1 movie or game in the world. And other days it can be disappointing when we spend so much time and effort into a project that we are truly passionate about, and it doesn't do as well as we hoped. I remember when 9/11 happened, hardly anybody was hiring. People were getting laid off and I was just starting my career, but found myself competing with my old instructors to get the same job. So did I get hired? No, I couldn't get a job. That's why I started my own studio and went independent, because I had no other choice. I couldn't get hired. At the time, I thought I was so unlucky. What bad timing. Now, I think back and I think, what luck, because I wouldn't have started my own studio if I got hired easily in the beginning. You know, fun fact, some plants need wind in order for them to grow healthy and strong. Without wind, their stems are weak and fragile and could never grow tall because it would just fall over. The wind is an obstacle that batters the plant so that stem will compensate and get stronger as it grows. The funny thing is, if we were the plant constantly getting battered by the wind, we could think, what bad luck. What bad luck that we live in a place with a lot of strong wind. And most likely it wouldn't be until years later, when we're grown, that we can look back and see that we're actually lucky to have that wind, because that's what made us strong. Just like how now I look back at not being able to get hired and get a job when I graduated as being very lucky, because otherwise I probably never would have started my own studio, and then in turn I probably never would have started Schoolism, that led to me starting Lightbox Expo with Jim Demnakos and who knows what else. These kinds of experiences made me understand that sometimes bad luck is actually good luck, and it's mostly just perspective. Usually it's only through time that we can see the true effects certain events have had on us. Many of those times of hardships, I look back at them with fond memories, because those are the times that we are tested the most, and those are the times we tend to grow the most as well. Unfortunately, a lot of those moments, we don't know how important or how special they are until they've passed. But it's because of this that now I look for these moments. I remember working on Alice in Wonderland late in the night and thought to myself, I should take a break and just really sit in this moment, be in the present, and really feel the specialness of working on my first big film. I'm so glad I did, because now I can think back at that moment and still have a pretty clear memory of that experience, even though it was quite a long time ago. I feel like this video could be another one of those moments that these words will connect with somebody out there and change their lives in a positive way, because the majority of change actually just comes from your perspective. If we get rejected from a job, but our perspective is that this is just the process to being eventually accepted, we might be even more excited, because now it's one less rejection we need before reaching success. A lot of times, we don't know how important or special something could be until we consciously choose to believe something is special. And this is something that I choose to believe is true. I believe that if you're working really hard and you're using your logic, you're putting in the time, you're constantly thinking, where am I going with this? Is this the right direction? And life still throws a brick in your face, bad things still happen to you, even if they're not related, like a flat tire or something like that. I choose to believe that that is life's test. Whenever you are getting close to another level, life tends to test us, tends to test us and say, you're about to enter into a whole different phase of your life where everything will be different, improved. But first, you need to show that you are worthy of this next level. So let me throw something in your face that you don't like and see your reaction. If you choose to react like everybody else, you would be upset. You might be discouraged. You might even stop trying. But if you choose to be that 1%, maybe even 0.1% of people, and you want to pass life's test, all you need to do is keep going forward in a positive attitude, put on a big smile, and keep marching forward, because that will mess up life, and life will look at you and go, whoa, that's different. That person's different. Doesn't seem like anything bad that we do to that person is going to deter them, so we might as well let them through. Now, I know there's going to be lots of skeptics out there, and for good reason. But it's something that I choose to believe, because when I choose to believe that, I start marching forward with a positive attitude, and that really changes everything. If you march forward with a negative attitude, all feeling down about yourself, how is the rest of your day going to be different than if you actually were the exact opposite and got excited? What's this amazing thing that's around that corner that life has in store for me, because it just threw me a big rock in my face? And Bobby said, look out for these moments. Now, does that mean that I believe you're about to achieve another moment every time something bad happens to you? No. I actually believe that if you're not trying hard, if you're not putting in that effort and not thinking logically, when bad things happen, it's just a bad thing that happened. I choose to believe that, okay? Because that makes me think, well, if bad things are gonna happen to me anyways, I might as well work hard, put in the effort, think logically, and try to progress in a positive way, because then that bad thing all of a sudden means something different. Now, you could laugh at me and think, oh, what a crazy person thinking like this, but that's how I lived the majority of my life. And I've seen where it could have went differently if I thought in a negative way. So I hope that helps you, because it definitely has helped me. And if you like this video, definitely check out 19 Levels of Art, and I'll catch you next time.